Shalom, back with part 2. All right. Let's continue here, shall we? All right. We just hit verse 1. We're at verse 2 now. That ye be not soon shaken in mind, or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter as from us, that the day of Yahweh Shai the Mashiach is at hand. All right? And how do we know that? Well, we know that by all the signs. We know that from what we understand, the reading of the scriptures. There will be signs in the sun, the moon, the stars, all right? The chariots are everywhere. You can see them, all right? Everyone can see them now. That's why the military has had to simply say, hey, they're here, they exist, it's real. They've had to come out of the closet, with their old projects, Project Blue Beam and all that other stuff, all right? So they have no choice. You understand? Okay? So, they're here, they're waiting. Of course, Yahweh Shai has not returned yet, or Michael the Archangel, but, they're waiting for the green light, okay? They're waiting for the green light, people, but that time is here. The end is here. And what end are we talking about? It's not the end of our world as Israelites, okay? Or either that really for the nations, all right? But it's the end of Esau's rulership. It's the end of his reign, all right? His reign of terror, all right, is coming to its end, okay? And ultimately it ends when Yahweh Shai breaks through those clouds with the angels and the ICBMs, come on to America, Babylon the Great, and of course, certain other parts of the earth, like, Europe, the Middle East, okay? And again, this is all prophecy. This is all prophesied in the scriptures here. All right. So, Esau is the end of the world. That word world is 165 in the Bible Concordance. Okay. It means the ending of the age. All right. Era. All right. As in their age, their era, their rulership, their kingdom. And Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. Who's Jacob? You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that make up 12 tribes of Israel. You are the descendants of Jacob. All right? And you are co-heirs to the kingdom with Yahweh Shai, pursuant to Romans 8:17. All right? All right. Let's continue here. Verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means. You understand? You don't want to be deceived? The simplest way not to be deceived, let's say, by certain Israelite camps, all right? Now, I'll quickly tell you that GMS is the top camp of all. They totally follow the scriptures. How would you know that? If you know your scriptures, then you would know that they have the 100% truth, okay? So, in following other camps, you'll find out that they differ. Now, again, they all teach, that the Negro, Latino, and Native American are the Israelites, all right? But they differ in other areas of their teachings, all right? So if you don't want to be deceived, all right, by anyone, including Esau, Edom, all right, the white man, all right, that man of sin, the son of perdition, the wicked, all right, and he has many other names. If you don't want to be deceived by your churches, these false prophets anymore, all you have to do is learn the scriptures. All right? And if you're going to learn from one of the elders at GMS. You understand? Learn from one of them, Elder Tahar, Gabar, Aramblat, all right? Rakar, all right? I mean, there's a bunch of them. Elder Alaram, Kazakh, Elder Montezak, South Carolina. I mean, they're all over the place. You understand? All right? So there's not an excuse for you not to know the truth. All right? So if you're a person that is going to be deceived, well, that's on you. All right? If you don't want to be deceived, then you should, be rooted in the scriptures. All right? And that way, nobody will ever deceive you. You understand? All right? And that's what I always say. You don't want to be deceived? Then get into the scriptures. All right. For that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first. That happened in 70 AD. 67, 70 AD, the fall of Jerusalem. And basically the southern tribes were the last ones left there. All right. And again, they didn't all go into West Africa, people. You understand? There was a dispersion. They did not all go into Africa. Israelites are scattered into every nation. All right? So they went into European nations. Do you understand that? Okay? China, Japan, whatever. You understand? When you're into these scriptures and you understand, scattering, all right, you probably find about maybe 25 precepts on the word scattering alone. You'll find another 25 precepts talking about dispersion, and then also the word diaspora, which basically means the same thing. So, you understand? And this is all prior to what? Okay? This is all prior to the Atlantic slave trade, which again, we were scattered into all nations. Do you understand that, people? And that's talking about both the northern and the southern kingdom, because the Atlantic slave trade started with the southern kingdom. You understand that? Prior to them kidnapping our brothers and sisters out of West Africa and, having them join the Atlantic slave trade party. You understand, people? All right? That's why you have to know your history, all right? And you have to know your scriptures, all right? All right. Where are we here? Okay. So, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, all right? And that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Let's get into that, all right? That's why we're in the blue letter, all right? Man of sin, all right?
Strong's G266, hamartia.
All right. To miss or wander from the path of uprightness and honor, to do or to go wrong. You see that? That's the man of sin. That's talking about Esau, Edom, the white man. To wander from the law of God. See that? And he doesn't follow. Now, I understand you see all these things up. In God we trust, on your dollar bill. You see it in the courthouses. All right? But again, people, that's just the front. You understand that? That's just the front. Okay? Very easily take you to, Psalms, the 50th chapter. You start at verse 16, and you can read down to the 21st verse, all right? And it will tell you right there that, the Lord is saying to Esau, Edom, the white man, the wicked, he's saying, who are you to be taking, my commandments, all right, my laws, statutes, and commandments in thy mouth when, thou cast them away, all right? So the Lord is telling you that, he has nothing to do with it. Also, what is that? Psalms 147, 19 to 20. It tells you there who the Bible, the scriptures, all right, are for, okay? And it's for who? It was given on to Jacob, all right? His law, statutes, and commandments unto Israel, all right? No one else, no other nation, no multi-nations, no Edomites, no Moabites, no Ammonites, all right? And in the next verse, it tells you it was not given unto any other nation. And as for his law, statutes, and commandments, they have not known them. Why? Because they weren't given unto them. All right? They had no covenant with him. The covenant was with Israel, the 12 tribes. That stuff is backed up in Amos 3, 1 and 2. All right? Where he tells you, you know, as the children of Israel that he brought out of Egypt, the 12 tribes, you only of all the families of the earth have I known. Therefore, I shall punish you for your iniquities. See, so the curses that you read about in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, from verse 15 through 68, who's that on? The 12 tribes of Israel, on the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. It affected no one else. You people get the point? You understand? All right? So this man is the man of sin. You understand? He's the one who writes these unrighteous decrees. Okay? That we read about, what is that? In Isaiah 10 and 1. All right? These are he writes the unrighteous decrees. All right? That's what he prescribes. Okay? All right? All right. All right, let's take a look at perdition. All right? I already know what it is. All right? We already know these things, people. This is for your learning. All right? See, son of perdition, destroying, utter destruction of vessels. That's what he is. He's the vessel fitted for destruction that you read in Romans 9:21. All right? And you read Romans, the 9th chapter there, you can start around from the 10th verse. And you read on down to like the 22nd verse there. And it will clearly tell you that, you know, he was created to be exactly what he is. You know, that man of sin, the son of perdition, destruction. You know, he is that death. That's what he brings, destruction. Who do you think goes around destroying this earth? All right? Cutting down the trees, which create oxygen. Who goes around bombing these nations? Who goes around oil drilling into the earth? Who goes around polluting the oceans? Okay? How about the skies? All right? It's not just, it's chemtrails, right? Aluminum, right? All that. GMO foods, the poison water. You people get it? Do you get the picture? Do you understand who's responsible for all that? All right? Ruin, destruction. That's what he's about. See that? Destruction which consists of eternal misery in hell. All right? And that's what he's created here. Hell. Hell for the Israelites. That's what we've been here in hell for the past 529 years. While he is in his heaven by being in the power seat. And remember that the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. Job 9:24. And Malachi 1 and 4 tells you who that is. Esau, Edom. All right? All right? And he's not white. He's red. Okay? He decided to call himself that in 1681 to further hide himself. All right? And create separation. All right? He's a vagabond and a fugitive, and I'm not talking about a bump. In other words, he never keepeth at home. He has over 800 military bases globally. You understand? All right. We'll be right back. All right, with part 3. Shalom.